Assalamu alaikum viewers. Today I'm presenting part 4 of our series of 100 moral stories. Story number 16, The Boy and the Apple Tree. A long time ago there was a huge apple tree. A little boy loved to come and play around it every day. He climbed to the treetop, ate the apples, and took a nap under the shadow. He loved the tree and the tree loved to play with him. Time went by, the little boy had grown up and he no longer played around the tree every day. One day the boy came back to the tree he looked sad. Come and play with me, the tree asked the boy. I am no longer a kid. I do not play around trees anymore, the boy replied. I want toys. I need money to buy them. Sorry, boy, I do not have money, but you can pick all my apples and sell them so you will have money. The boy was so excited, he grabbed all the apples on the tree and left happily. The boy never came back after he picked the apples. The tree was sad. One day the boy turned into a man, returned, and the tree was excited. Come and play with me. The tree said, I do not have time to play. I have to work for my family. We need a house for shelter. Can you help me? Sorry, boy, I do not have any house, but you can chop off my branches to build your house. So the man cut all the branches of the tree and left happily. The tree was glad to see him happy, but the man never came back since then. The tree was again lonely and sad. One hot summer day, the man returned and the tree was delighted. Come and play with me, the tree said. I am getting old. I want to go sailing for legs myself. Can you give me a boat? Said the man. Use my trunk to build your boat. You can sail far away and be happy. So the man cut the tree trunk to make a boat. He went sailing and never showed up for a long time. Finally, the man returned after many years. Sorry, my boy, but I do not have anything for you anymore. No more apples for you, the tree said. No problem, I do not have any teeth to bite, the man replied. No more trunk for you to climb on. I'm too old for that now, the man said. I really cannot give you anything. The only thing left in my dying roots, the tree said with tears. I do not need much now, just a place to rest. I'm tired after all these years, the man replied. Good, old tree roots are the best place to lean on and rest. Come sit down with me and rest. The man sat down and the tree was glad and smiled with tears. So viewers, this is a story of everyone. The tree is like our parents. When we were young, we loved to play with our mom and dad. When we grow up, we leave them, only come to them when we need something or when we are in trouble. No matter what, parents will always be there and give everything they could just to make you happy. You may think the boy is cruel to the tree, but that is how all of us treat our parents. We take them for granted. We do not appreciate all they do for us until it's too late. Wallahi, may Allah forgive us for our shortcomings and may He guide us. Story number 17, The Angel. Once upon a time, there was a child ready to be born. One day, the child asked God, they tell me you are going to send me to Earth tomorrow, but how am I going to live there, being so small and helpless? God replied, among the many angels, I have chosen one for you. She will be waiting for you and will take care of you. Said the child, uh, but tell me, here in heaven, I don't do anything else but sing and smile. That's what I need to be happy. God replied, your angel will sing for every day, and you will feel your angel's love and be happy. And said the child, I am going to be able to understand when people talk to me. If I don't know the language that men talk, that's easy, God said. Your angel will tell you the most beautiful and sweet words you will ever hear. and with much patience and care, your angel will teach you how to speak. The child looked up at God, saying, "And what I'm going to do when I want to talk to you?" God smiled at the child, saying, "Your angel will teach you how to pray." The child said, "I have heard on earth there are bad men. Who will protect me?" God replied, "Your angel will defend you, even if it means risking life." The child looked sad, saying, "But I will always be sad because I will not see you anymore." God replied, "Your angel will always talk to you about me and will teach you how the way to come back to me, even though I will always be next to you." At that moment, there was such patience, such peace in heaven, but voices from the earth could already be heard. The child, in a hurry, asked softly, "Oh God, if I'm about to leave now, please tell me my angel's name." God replied, "Your angel's name is of no importance. You will simply call her Mother." Number 18. The Devoted Mother. A mother duck and her little ducklings were on their way to the lake one day. The ducklings were very happy following their mother and quacking along. All of a sudden, the mother duck saw a fox in the distance. She was frightened and shouted, "Children, hurry to the lake. There is a fox." The ducklings hurried towards the lake. The mother duck wondered what to do. She began to walk back and forth, dragging one wing on the ground. When the fox saw her, he became happy. He said to himself, "It seems that she is hurt and cannot fly. I can easily catch and eat her." Then he ran towards her. The mother duck ran, leading the fox away from the lake. The fox followed her. Now he would not be able to harm her ducklings. The mother duck looked towards her ducklings and saw that they had reached the lake. She was relieved, so she stopped and took a deep breath. The fox thought she was tired and came closer, but the mother duck quickly spread her wings and rose up in the air. She landed in the middle of the lake, and her ducklings swam to her. The fox stared in disbelief at the mother duck and her ducklings. He could not reach them because they were in the middle of the lake. So, dear children, some birds drag one of their wings on the ground when an enemy is going to attack. In this way, they fool their enemies into thinking they are hurt. When the enemy follows them, this gives their children time to escape. Number 19. Mentally retarded. A few years ago, at the Seattle Special Olympics, 9 contestants, all physically or mentally disabled, assembled at the starting line for the 100-yard dash. At the gun, they all started out, not exactly in a dash, but with a relish to run the race to the finish and win. All that, all that is, except one little boy who stumbled on the asphalt, tumbled over a couple of times, and began to cry. The other 8 heard the boy cry. They slowed down and looked back. They slowed down and looked back. Then they all turned around and went back, every one of them. One girl with Down syndrome bent down and kissed him and said, "This will make it better." Then all 9 linked arms and walked together to the finish line. Everyone in the stadium stood, and the cheering went on for several minutes. People who were there are still telling the story. Why? Because deep down we know this one thing: what matters in this life is more than winning for ourselves. What matters in this life, is helping other wins, if it means showing down and changing our course. Story number 20. Paid in full. A little boy came up to his mother in the kitchen one evening while she was fixing supper, and he handed her a piece of paper that he had been writing on. After his mother dried her hands on an apron, she read it, and this is what it said: for cutting the grass, $5. For cleaning up my room this week, $1. For going to the store for you, $0.5. Babysitting my kid brother while you went shopping, $0.25. $5. Taking out the garbage, $1. For getting a good report card, $5. For cleaning up and wrecking the yard, $2. Total owed $14.75. Well, his mother looked at him standing there, and the boy could see the memories flashing through her mind. She picked up the pen, turned over the paper, and had written on. And this is what she wrote: for the 9 months I carried you while you were growing inside me, no charge. For all the nights that I have sat up with you, doctored and prayed for you, no charge. For all the trying times and all the tears that you have caused through the years, no charge. For all the nights filled with dread and for the worries I knew were ahead, no charge. For the toys, food, clothes, and even wiping your nose, no charge. When you add it up, the cost of my love is no charge. When the boy finished reading what his mother had written, there was there were big tears in his eyes, and he looked straight up at his mother and said, "Mom, I sure do love you." And then he took the pen and in great big letters he wrote, "Paid in full." So the end of part 4. See you in next part. Thank you.